Pair 2, stop!
Pair 1, deliberate fire!
Pair 1, deliberate fire!
The commander has to plan how to deal with the enemy. If he is to assault the position, fire and movement will be used to move on to the objective, which at section level is likely to be a single trench, sniper or bunker. Movement in the open must be covered by fire and carried out as quickly as possible to conserve ammunition. Casualties should not be risked needlessly. When moving in pairs, one soldier suppresses the objective with fire while his partner crawls or rolls out of his old fire position, gets up and zigzags forward for 5 to 10 meters to his next fire position. Only when he is there and firing should his partner move. When fighting through a heavily defended position, all movement from fire position to fire position is likely to be at the crawl. The commander will choose the method of movement employed by the fire team and section in the assault depending on the ground, the section's strength and the nature of the enemy resistance. There are 3 methods. First, as a complete section with fire and movement in pairs. This method is the simplest, allowing the section to close rapidly with the enemy and deliver the full manpower of the section simultaneously onto the objective. Control is easier for the section commander. However, as the complete section is involved in assaulting, it's more vulnerable to fire from other positions. This method will therefore depend on the enemy being effectively suppressed from other sources and is best suited for use against an enemy with little depth to his position. The second method is as 2 separate fire teams with fire and movement, either as teams or in pairs. Method 2 has most of the advantages of Method 1, but allows the section commander to create a fire team more easily if one is needed. It is therefore more balanced and provides maximum flexibility and is suitable for assaulting a stronger enemy position which is likely to have some depth. Thirdly, with an assault team and a dedicated fire support team. This is suitable for assaulting an objective which has not been fully suppressed and the section needs to gain its own freedom of maneuver. In Method 3, groups can be based on fire teams or weapons, that is, either 2 balanced fire teams or, for instance, an assault group of section commander, UGL gunner, rifleman and 2 LSW gunners, supported by a fire support group of the 2IC and 2 LMG gunners. While the fire support team commanded by the section 2IC suppresses the objective, the other group will assault. The ground, flanking enemy positions and other friendly force activity are likely to severely limit the angle of attack between the fire support team and the assault team. Certain objectives, such as a bunker with loopholes only facing the front, may dictate the angle of fire support. Command and control between the section commander and his fire support team may be difficult, and the provision of a fire support team does reduce the section manpower immediately available for close combat. The assault team could either assault as an entity or it can break down into pairs. In certain circumstances, such as an assault on a bunker loophole, it may be appropriate for one pair to provide local fire support for the other. The fire support pair is then known as the point of fire. The best weapon to provide this suppression is the LMG, maximizing its sustained fire capability and suitability to short-range engagements. Care must be taken, however, with ammunition conservation. The Section 2IC must be alert to deal with any previously unseen enemy positions which may be concentrating their fire onto the assault troops and to call for indirect fire. As the assault closes, the fire support team should fire at the objective for as long as possible before switching its fire onto other enemy positions. In this instance, the commander has chosen Method 3. His plan is that while the fire support team provides cover, his assault team can take advantage of the woodland on the right to get as close as possible to the objective before making the final assault. His attack brief should be as concise as possible and should as a minimum consist of the section mission, for instance destroy enemy position at a given location, concept of operations, describing how they will achieve that goal, and fire team tasks, detailing exactly what each team and each member's role is in the plan.